life and living day to day. I hope you can get away, yeah, and join me. A moment in the blind and time shift, and no one's left behind, yeah. Today, we'll be going over a little bit more of the Cattlemen's clip fix. I'm going to do a close-up on the inside of what I've done, just for clarification, because it's not very much. It's just rounding a little tiny corner that's catching, and I'll show another one that hasn't been done, so we'll get a quick comparison there. And then I'd like to show you something I've been working on just the last couple days, actually. I kind of got a prototype of it going on, and I'd like to see what everybody thinks about it, basically. I'm a little bit crowded in the blind today because we got some new stuff I'm going to be trying out here real soon. I actually haven't tried out a new item I just got in. I'm really excited about it. And so we're going to check that out briefly as well. But first I'd like to go over the Cattlemen's. And so I'm just going to swing you around here. Just swing on around. Zone you in here just a little bit. Bring it in a little bit closer so you can see. Bring it back. There we go, that looks pretty good. Right there, I think I like that. There we go. All right, so what we have here is the Cattleman clip that I repaired. Okay, I've marked it with silver, and this one is the one that I haven't repaired. Okay, and so I'm just going to quickly go over this. Pop these two apart real quick, and I'm going to show you the quick differences. All right, here it is. So right there, that's, oh, you can see this one's got a little touch of lead on it. Now let's look at this under the magnifying glass. Let's just bring this right up here. I'm just going to take a quick look, and you can see right there, that corner, you can see there's lead on it even right now. You can see it's a sharp corner just right here at the end of my thumb. See the end of my thumbnail? Right there, that little sharp corner is what's beating these things up, and you can see it's kind of beefed up a little bit, right? It should be slanted down just a touch. All right, so we're just going to set this one off to the side for right now, and I'll put it all back together in a bit. You don't need to see all that. Okay. And then we're going to go to this one, and I'll have to put this one back together because I plan on using it. But okay. Now on this one, we're going to take a close-up look at this. And so here we go. And I don't know if you can see the bevel on it there. I'm going to try to get it from a couple different angles. But basically all I've done is just put a little bevel on it so that it's not, and rounded the edge a little bit. It's not much. And you have to let the rest of it, where the actual rest of the pellet's going to rest, you don't want to mess with that very little, because that'll mess with where it indexes. So you just want to break that little sharp corner off, and that should get it done for you. It really made a big difference for me anyway. All right, so I'm going to try to put this guy back together. See, is that in there? No. All right, we'll put this back in there. Got it. All right. Again. It's red in the needle. There we go. Now once again, one in that tension up over the hump. It's not locked right. It's not right. Something there. Okay. Just dribble a little bit more than I did last time, I think. All right. Here we go. Nice day today. No wind or nothing. Sweet. Good day for a test. Too tight. Oh, I missed it. I slid over it and didn't allow it to lock. There we go. That should do it, maybe. There. So you can adjust it afterwards. It's not so hard. Tighten it down, back it off a touch. A little too tight still. There we go. That nice little crisp click whenever you let go of it. All right, so that's done. So yeah, I hope you got a good idea on that. Now this is the next thing I just want to throw at you guys real quick. And these are a bunch of messed up pellets. I don't know if you could see the skirt on these things, but they are trashed. And I've selected a bunch of them. You can see, I'm going to show you under the magnifying glass so you get a good idea what these things are looking like. They're pretty, oh, there we go. They're pretty beat up. Okay, so not very sweet at all. And I'll just show you a few of them. Okay, let's look at a few of them. Dinged. That one's not terrible. It's got a ding on it, you see. That one's roasted. Yeah, pretty toast. And they're all like that. And so basically all of these, and these are the Diablos. Okay. And so, and then this is obviously what a good one should look like here. You can see, nice and clean. Okay, but these are obviously not. Okay, and so I'm going to use this. I'm thinking about calling it the pellet doctor. And what we have here is a series of dies. Now this one's would be your skirt size adjustment, and this is the tip. And see what I've done it and milled this with a ball mill just so that this tip of these Diablos fit in there really sweet. Okay, you can see that. Right. And then this die here, outside die, lines everything up. Okay, and then this here has a bevel here for feeding it in, and then it's tight here. Okay, so it's actually been bored out. It's a little bit more coming in than it is going out. All right, and we're going to take this pellet here, which has been abused. Okay, I'm going to put it in here, and I have a little ramrod here. Okay, now this has a bevel on one side, and then the other side has been smoothed for the back of the pellet. And so if you take a look in here, we're going to take a look at this real quick. You can see that this pellet is pretty inconsistent. You can see that the areas around there where there's gaps. Okay, and then what this guy will do here, you just tap it down, and you just flip this around once it's tapped down in there. All right, pull it out. Oops, I think I just lost my little ramrod. Oh, that's funny. I gotta step around and grab it. All right, sorry about that. I'm just going to take and use the bevel then to push it out. I'm just going to take and tap it out in my hand here. Okay, and what you have now, perfect pellet. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do a few of these and set them aside for the test. All right, and so I'll just set them. Hopefully they won't bounce out as I do this. We'll see, right? And you're not whacking the heck out of this thing or nothing like that. Okay, and so I'll stand them on end as I do them, and then we're going to load them into. Oops, come on now, guys. Should have had a little pellet holder for this. There we go. And so, all right, look at that. Perfect, right? All so we'll just keep on doing these. And I guess what I should do is get a little lid. Get a little lid here for this. And I'll hold them in the lid so they don't go flying off. That would make the most sense. Okay. And so I'm just going to do this for, I don't know, maybe I should do it for a group of 4 of them or something like that. Maybe we should do it 8 for 8 of them. We'll do it for 8 of them. I'll do it as quick as I can, guys. We'll get through it. Hey, look at this one. Look at how messed up this pellet is. I mean, it's thrashed. Okay. Beyond shootability. And this is just a little hard plastic mallet, the brass, and then there's other ones for it, but we're just using the hard plastic for now. You can do this with any regular hammer. All right, I'll show you the pellet before we go in. All right, it's like flat on 2 sides. All right, you can see it. And there you can see the flatness of it. It's all misshapen. Air pressure just popped that sucker right out. Guess I should try to get into a groove of it here. All right, there's 4 of them. Wow, look at that one. It's so messed up. You should be able to clearly see that, I hope. Okay, we don't need to look under the magnifying glass to see that it's thrashed. Let's take one more quick look at it there. You can see it's practically done. I'm just fumbling all around here today. Okay. The pellet doctor. What do you think, guys? Is that a good name for it? The pellet doctor. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments what you guys think a good name would be for it if you're not thinking pellet doctor. All right. Yeah. This shallows out the lands, but sizes it down to another size that's still workable, and we'll see how it shoots. That's what we're doing right now, is getting enough for a group together. We'll see how this thing shoots with the pellet doctor, and then we'll shoot some more. Oh, yeah, that one. Let's do that one again. That one needs a little bit more TLC than what we gave it there. Let's just push it back through there. Oh, they pop out because of the air pressure. Drop it back down in there one more time. Right. Now what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. One more here. All right. I'm gonna do 2 more because that's what the triple load. Hang on, just fill right in there. I mean, I've never, look at that one. It's like a triangle practically. All right, let's try that one. See how that looks afterwards. This is the 9th one, I think. Goes with quite a bit of pressure if you hold your finger on it. Okay. Look at that. Bam, just like that. I'm going to do another show you one more cool feature that I'm working on. Also, look at that thing. That thing's grotesque. All right, so let's tap it down in there. Look at that, man. I don't know about you, but that would make me happy if I got a whole box full of messed up pellets and I didn't want to send them back. And so, all right, now I'm going to show one more really cool thing for all of us hunters and stuff. Now, I took and I machined out another hole in the back here, and I tried to make it as close as I could to the size of these little micro bits that you get for your screwdriver sets, the little micro bit screwdrivers, okay? And it drops in there like so. Now you might be able to see where I'm going to get ready to go with this, but that drops back down in there nice and slow like that. And we're going to take and size one more here and here and fix it, but we're going to use the micro tip instead. Okay, and pull it out. All right, now I'm going to tap it out here. Show you what we got here. Now I think this might be cool. Some of the hunters, it's like you can do this with any of your pellets now. You could take and add a hollow point. And of all the different shapes of the micro tips, you know, you cross, they have little hexagonals. You could take and grind one circular. I'll probably have some dies at some point that I use for this, but cool idea. What do you think? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and load this right here with these new guys that I just fixed up. Okay, oh, this clip is not working right. I did something wrong. Let's see, is that right? Oh no, okay, here we go. Oh, I did wind it, the whole thing backwards. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? Instead, I am going to go with a clip that has not been repaired, and I'm going to show you guys how to load it without messing it up if you're really super careful. Now, if you're really super careful, you take and hedge it right towards this edge right here, because the bar is on that side. And we're just going to use this clip because you can get a pretty good, if you do it just right. Most of the problem is in the loading. You just occasionally get a scratch on the back of the pellet from it whenever it goes past, if it really slams into it hard enough, but we're going to just see how it all goes, right? Okay, so this is a stock unrendered. You know what? I really want to wind this. I'm just going to make the video a little bit longer. Okay, so that way, and we gotta go right there. Okay. Okay, so then I'm going to load 4 into this clip because, okay. Right, now this is the repaired clip, as you can see, because it's got the silver around it. And this is going quick enough. You know what? We'll put the cross-pointed one in there. Let's do the last 4 cross-pointed ones. Let's do that and see what those shoot like too. All right, this is all real time. We're getting to check it out. My prototype invention here. Crossing the tops. Let's continue doing it here. Again. Perfect. Back. All right, so I'm going to put that one in there. We're going to do 4 of these like this. So this is turning my junk pellets right here into something shootable. The ones that I received that, I mean, you can see that. The ones that I receive in the mail that are amidst a group that has, let's say they're 75% good, and you know that they're out of stock, which they often are, and you keep that pack, well, now you can take and fix them with just a little bit of your time. I mean, it is your time. What's it worth? But at 10 cents a pop and availability sucking, I think that this might have some merit as an idea that people might like. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, tell me whether you guys would get something like this or not. I'm really curious as to whether people would or not. All right, so there we go. We got, oh, so we got 5. We'll have 5 in this one. I think it's just, let's see. So there's the one that's got the cross in it. You can see. All right, so we'll load a few more in there and we'll just see how it goes. See how they shoot. I could tell you for sure that they would have shot awful if I had done something with them. Do I have 4 of them? Missed one? No, I don't have. I could show you those too, but we won't do that. So the very first ones we're going to shoot are these ones right here in the good clip. And so I'm just going to load it right on in here. Okay, and now I'm going to bring you guys to the shooter view. All right, let's go to the one with the crosshairs. All right, there we go. And let's take a look and see how this shoots. All right, here we go. We're going to go to, my point of aim is going to be at the bottom of that diamond there. And we're going to go for it. I hope you get, yeah, you can see it good. Okay. Oh, wait, I want to turn on the telemetry here. Let's go to home and see if we can connect with this. Connect. All right, so that way we can get an idea of the loudness. We can get an idea of the speed. Let's go ahead and check it out now. We've got everything in place. All right, let's see how these work. Oh, same hole. Nice. A little bit up. Oh, looking good so far. Oh, I think that's one of the cross ones. We're getting to the crosses maybe. Okay, so they're climbing up quite a bit. Wow, those shot really good. The crosses, look at that. That's just ridiculous. All right, I think, yep, that's it. We're out. All right, so now we're going to shoot the ones that were in the, I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the other clip that were all repairs as well. Those are nothing special about those. They don't have the cross tip. We're just going to go back. Actually, I think I'll just leave it with shooting at the bottom of that diamond. Okay, we can see we're going right back in the same holes of the other two. Let's check that out, huh? What do you guys think? All right, so I'm thinking that this is a pretty good example of what we can do. All right, she's empty. All right, now what we could do there. Now, let's go back to my other view here. Let's go back to channel 3 and see what our string was. Let's take a look and see what kind of consistency we got out of that. Okay. Looks like all those were pretty darn consistent. Average of 827, a high of 858, a low of 798, spread of 60 with a deviation of 21 on a 15 shot count. That's not bad. Okay. And the accuracy, well, that was obviously legitimately pretty good. Let's go to channel 1 and take a look at that. You can see they all grouped up in there. That was the main group of the ones that were otherwise. We had the group of the those up there you can see early in the video, and the rest of them started climbing high. All right, so now let's go ahead and load another clip in the good clip of some regular old JSB 33 grainers. I'm going to load a clip real quick here. Okay. And we'll see how the regular JSBs before ever being repaired, how they shoot in comparison, and I'm pretty sure they're going to shoot better, but that's not bad considering that those were unshootable before all this. So, all right, we got a nice new load of JSBs. All right, and we're going to go ahead, and we know that we're on the 15th shot, okay, on the shot string. So we're going to go ahead and shoot another clip and see what those come out at. Now I'm going to go ahead and adjust my aim sight to a different spot, okay, so we can see the group. All right, and I'm going to shoot at the top of that diamond right there. Okay, and we're just going to check out where the group goes. All right, she's empty. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome group there, guys. Woo! You see that? That's a whole clip in there. Now, granted, my repair area, you've seen those first four, that was a pretty good group. Probably close to, but you can see there was a deviation there. And then you could see that the spread moved up. And so the initial group was right up there, and it was like 2 and 2. So that was pretty good. I'm super happy with that. Super happy. Okay, this is a little bit longer video, but I'm just going to go ahead and show a few things. We're going to go ahead and go back to the channel 3, 4, excuse me, channel 4. All right, and I'm going to move this camera on over here so we can see this real quick. Okay, and I'm going to go get as much as I can on that. We'll see. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, we can see everything. All right, so I'm going to cock this back. Now, this is probably going to be the first thing on my site, and I'm going to do it. I'm thinking I got some powder coat. I'm going to try my hand at powder coating. I've done it a little bit, but nothing professional. And so this is the first thing I'm going to sell. It's going to be on the Cattlemen's site, or on my site. It's going to be for the Cattlemen's gun. Okay, this is going to be for the T1. All right, and this is a nice little cocking lever that goes right on here. This goes to the inside, okay, and it can slide anywhere you want on here as far as your comfortability of your positioning there. And then you just crank it down. I wind up using like 15 foot-pounds, okay. There we go, and it should be good to go. I'm going to do it in the silver here and in black, and so if you're interested, this will be the first thing I put on Smooth Ammo Molding Systems website. Besides, I might wind up rushing through and doing a little bit more development on this and seeing if people are interested, and maybe put out a pellet doctor for 25 and then research 22 next. Okay, and so super exciting stuff. All right, and for the last little bit, I'm going to take you off the recorder here, or off the tripod here, and I'm going to show you something that is really exciting. Now, these are some of the tanks that I use for recharging here. There's been some questions about that. Now, this is what I just got. Now, this is a Regman, and this allows me to set the pressure from these tanks at a specific pressure going out. Let's say I want 2900 psi going out. I can regulate off the 45 here to exactly that. Now, I had something similar that I built myself basically out of a CO2 regulator, or nitrogen actually. This was a nitrogen regulator, but it only goes up to 4000 psi.
And so I couldn't do 4,500 in the tanks. I'd have to fill them and top them off at usually 39. So I'd keep it under this. This is this rating. But this one goes all the way up to 6,000 PSI. So this will have no problem handling these tanks. And so I'm super excited about that. I'll be showing you guys some more on that here in the near future. I really am excited about the Cattlemen. Let's take a look at, yeah, that looks good on there, huh? And then here we go. This is how I adapted for the barrel sliding setup that I did there. Now this guy just pops right off of there, and this is all fit into there for able to slide right onto these guys right here and lock in to cover all the rubber bands or all the O-rings that I put on there to lock down this barrel. So this was my cover for all that. Tell me what you think about that. Maybe it's too bulky. I don't know. It looks pretty good on it. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments. I can't wait to hear. It's really exciting. See you guys next time. Oh, one more thing. I guess I've been asked about what I use to recharge my systems, and it's this guy right here. It's the Benjamin Recharge, and I use that for a lot of stuff. I have the Yang compressor and a Trailblazer and an Omega and a few others, and I'll do reviews on some of those and tell you what my thoughts on those at another point are. I'm busy getting stuff out. We'll get to that though, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. You guys tell me in the comments what you really want to see first, and I'll try to accommodate you as much as possible. Talk to you later. See you next time in the blind.